The showdown. The bit I've been dreading and procrastinating for like weeks and weeks. Good evening, everyone. Hope you've all had a lovely day. You all look lovely. You all scrub up very well, to my surprise. None more so than my beautiful bride, Abby. You look stunning today. The bridesmaids, special shout out to the bridesmaids. You all look beautiful. Jared, Gaz, Arj, I don't know why you're clapping. You lot are punching. The groomsmen, obviously, people would have thought, why did I put them in a tuxedo? It's obviously very hot. I wanted to, polish them up a bit, but they're saying you can't polish a turd. And there's certainly a few turds amongst them. So when I was younger, I used to always, as a little kid, like to my mum and my dad, like, what's the best day of your life? What's the best day of your life? Mum would always be like, oh, wedding day, she'd go on about it being this amazing, magical day, and I would always kind of like brush it off and be like, yeah, whatever. Never really got it, never really understood it. Used to kind of roll my eyes and be like, you've clearly never seen Arsenal going invincible for a whole season and winning the league at White Hart Lane in the process. She's seen nothing. But after today, I really do understand it. It's been like the most amazing, magical, special day of our lives. And it's all because of you guys for coming, so thank you all so much. I'll cut it there, though. I'm not going to go into that anymore. Obviously, Chris thanked you all. Abby thanked you. I'll call it as I see it. And as soon as you lot heard there's a whiff of a free bar, you lot are queuing up out there. I think you're just a bunch of pissheads. No, all seriousness, thank you all for coming. You've really touched. You made such an effort flying over. We really appreciate it. We've had Ben and Ellie flown in from New Zealand, which is obviously not a small journey. So thanks, guys. We've had Sam from Dubai. We've got Burton, we've got London and Peterborough, got Irish, Welsh, Scottish. We've got Jared from Birmingham. He's a lovely guy, honestly, Jared, really nice guy. But if he does talk to you and approach you, you won't understand a word he's saying. Just nod and smile and just humour him. He's a lovely guy, honestly. He's a bit like that. You knew I was going to rinse you at some point, didn't you? I want to thank the Maids of Honour. Special shout out to the Maids of Honour, Katie and Becca and the bridesmaids. You girls have done an amazing job, not only today keeping Abby calm, but for the hen do's. I get a bit emotional just thinking about it, actually. It's choking me up. But I've never seen Abby look so beautiful as she did in that Arsenal kit, top to bottom. In that red bucket hat, honestly, it sets me off just thinking about it. So thanks a lot for that. It gets me every time. Really, really does. But no, it looked like you had an amazing time on the hens. Although I did hear rumours that quite a few of the ladies couldn't handle the tequila. So we've had to ask the catering staff to not serve tequila tonight for everyone's safety. I want to thank the best men and the groomsmen. Obviously, I've count myself so lucky. I've got a number of groomsmen out there. I could have had 20 groomsmen. I'm so blessed to have so many amazing friends. The best men, organising the stag do for 32 people or 34 or something like that. I can't remember how many it was. Obviously no easy feat, especially with people like Ben Brown, Clink, Boyden. It's easier organising a pack of wild animals than these retrobates. So thanks a lot for all the effort there, boys. But no, I'm lucky to have Ben Ellis and Wilson. I consider you boys as brothers. So thanks a lot for all the effort. Although I will say they have one thing in common that you might know, you might not know. They're all compulsive liars. Especially when they get nervous, they just verbal diarrhea. So I'll be passing over to them shortly, but just take what they say with a pinch of salt. I want to thank Abby's parents for raising the most caring, thoughtful and loving daughter in Abby. Jake, older brothers can sometimes be tricky customers and protective, but you've always been amazing with me, so thanks a lot for welcoming me into the family, always being sound, good lad. Jenny, Jenny, I hope Abby loves me one day as much as she loves you. You're literally her rock, her number one. She adores you. Thank you for welcoming me into the family and always looking out for us. And Abby mentioned it earlier. I didn't even know she was doing this speech, but thanks for all the Sunday dinners. I don't think you can underestimate the value of a Sunday dinner on a hangover, and you've obviously been there a lot for us over the years. Chris, where'd you start with Chris? He's a character. I mean, I thought Chris liked me before, but then we went on the stag, and it was like he was trying to kill me. But luckily, I'm still here. I'm still standing. Although I do have like an outline of a dick on my arm from a henna tattoo, which isn't great. But yeah, it's all good. But no, all seriousness, Chris. Thanks for always welcoming me into the family. I knew if I was in Glasgow at 3 a.m. on Tuesday and said I need a lift, you would be there. So thanks a lot, and also a special shout out to you and Mick, your other chuckle brother, for driving all this way, leaving London last Thursday, got here on the Sunday, drove all the way in his van. So yeah, thanks a lot for that. It wouldn't be possible without you. Jake, Jen, and Chris, you're my family now, and I'll always be there for you all, no matter what. And I'll always take care of Abby and look after her. Rest assured. You're liking the tambourines, aren't you? I want to thank my parents, my mum, dad, and Amy as well. You're the best family I could have ever wished for. If I was reborn and had to choose my family again, I'd choose you three every time. Appreciate my teenage years. I was a bit difficult at times. I was a bit of a little twat, really. But no. Okay. But no, I appreciate it for always being there, supporting me. Yeah, thank you for everything. Love you all. Thank you. We're getting there. The suppliers. Thank you to all the suppliers who have made today possible. Lucia from Finkelmore Netter, Maria from Totopen, Billy, our amazing photographer, Lewis, the videographer, Lucas Cheeto, the DJ, Acoustic Sun, the singers, Amanda, our celebrant, and a huge thanks to Michaela, our wedding coordinator. It's been amazing from start to finish. So thank you all. And apologies if I missed anyone. I didn't get sign off from Abby for this, so I've probably missed off all sorts. And then the most important part of the day, thank you to my amazing bride, my amazing wife, I can say now, my amazing wife, Abby. Today is only possible because of Abby. She literally planned this wedding from top to bottom, literally everything. She's been up the last few weeks till 2 a.m. doing all sorts of stuff us boys couldn't even imagine, doing things that I didn't even know needed doing. Literally, menus, signs, seating plans, table design, personalised tambourines, everything. Appreciate I'm not always the easiest. Driving to Berlin a few weeks ago was probably a bit rogue during the midst of it all. I just get excited. I can't help getting carried away. I thought it was our year. It obviously wasn't. We're not going to go into that because then I will start choking up. Yeah, I did. Yeah, got her a spa treatment to soften the blow. It started off with a Deliveroo at first. Like, can you give me a Deliveroo? Yeah, and then she pushed it, and it was a spa treatment in the end. Cost me a fortune, but it is what it is. No, thank you so much. You're amazing. I'm in awe of how talented you are. But this is you. You're amazing at everything you put your mind to. And the thing is with Abby, she doesn't ever realise it. She's so humble. She has no ego whatsoever. But she's honestly so talented at everything she puts her mind to. A little bit about Abby. You've heard a bit about it today. But for those that don't know, we met at uni in Nottingham 12 years ago. She was hypnotised by my dance moves on Forum dance floor. And spent the next few months kind of chasing me around. By the end of it, after a few months, she did catch me, and ever since then, we've been inseparable. But no, I looked at my phone literally earlier today, and it's 11 years ago since the day we went on our first holiday to Spain, to your dad's villa. We've done so many amazing things in this time. One thing that sticks out is traveling the world together last year for 5 months. We had an amazing time, and the memory, like a core memory of that traveling journey, was on our 10-year anniversary. It was a magical time. So we went to Fraser Island. So for those of you who don't know Fraser Island, it's like a beautiful desert island off the coast of Australia that's just, there's barely any cars there or anything like that. It's just like paradise. So we camped out on the beach on the 10-year anniversary. It was like out of a movie. It was incredible. The only issue is the night before the 10-year anniversary, we went out and got a bit pissed. So on the morning of the 10-year anniversary, I was kind of woken up with Abby pushing my head on the floor, and I was like, what's going on? And I kind of looked up, and Abby was sort of squatting over and pissing all over the tent. But it's just like core memories that just, I cherish and that will last a lifetime, of our anniversary. Yeah, I toyed with putting that one in or not, I don't know, but I did it this morning, so yeah, whack it in there, who cares? Yeah, she did, you're right, Becca, you reminded me. This isn't the first occasion, she actually did it. We went to the Philippines for a few weeks with Jared and Becca and Clink and Kelly, and she, middle of the night, got woken up and she was pissing on my suitcase in the corner of the room, so she has got a track record of it. But hopefully... Yeah, she's asleep, but yeah. The funny thing is, right, I wake her up and I'm like, Abby, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop, you're pissing everywhere. Then she shouts back at me, leave me alone, I'm in the toilet. She then shouts back, like, just as a reflex, but yeah, no, all good. We'll move on from the piss story. Sorry, Abby. We'll move on. We've gone a bit off piste here. We've gone completely off piste. But no, we'll go back to get back on track. The nice stuff. You are the love of my life. Just switch to default. You are the love of my life. No, you are the love of my life. You make our house a home when you go away for the weekend and you leave me and Ronnie. Guys, come on, help me out here. Let me get back on track. This is all part of the plan, all right? You are the love of my life. You make our house a home. As I was saying, when you go away for the weekend and she leaves me and Ronnie, it all goes to shit. Like we struggle to fend ourselves. You really are the glue that hold everything together. You're the sweetest, most thoughtful, caring soul I ever met. Can't wait for the next chapter of our life. And as I said earlier, if we're lucky enough to be parents, I'm no doubt you'll be the most amazing mum in the world ever. I love you. So please can everyone join me in raising a toast for Abby, the most beautiful bride and amazing person who made today possible. Then the last bit. So I just wanted to raise a special toast to people who can no longer be with us. Fuck's sake. This is the bit that's going to get me. I told them to not cut onions at this time of night, guys. But yeah, so my nan and granddad, who are no longer with us, but we were watching down. Obviously massive, massive parts of my life. And Abby's Nana Jam on top, and Nana Jodie. We love them all. We just wanted to raise a special toast to them. And that's it. And as I said, the best men, compulsive lies, so please just take it with a pinch of salt.